Alright, what's up everybody? So this week I'm going to show you guys a continuous Kip-up supplemental tutorial. So Kip-ups, continuous Kip-ups, so that's back and forth, also known when you do them continuous, also known as rubber bands or back-to-backs. I'm sure there's a few other names, but this move right here, okay? Not just one Kip-up, but multiple Kip-ups. So jumping back to your hands, back to your back, and then back up onto your feet. Now I have a full detailed tutorial on this, step by step, so check it out. I just watched it, quality information. Okay, so if you're looking for just step by step straight through tutorial, watch that one, okay? What I'm going to do here is I'm going to throw some additions and some extra help, emphasizing certain points and emphasize a few problems that people might have. Okay, so let's get started. The first problem I see with just one Kip-up is like people will either want to shoot out too far or just shoot straight up. So they'll look like this or like this. You want to think kind of like 45-degree angle, okay? So you want to kind of arch that up and onto your feet. Arch it over, okay? And land on those feet. Don't shoot out too far and don't shoot up too much. Get into the reverse camelback position and practice throwing yourself over like that, okay? Like practice coming up like this. So here. Seems stupid, but it'll help you. So this right here is just kind of to help you understand the motion. You still want to think about following that arch and coming up, back, up, okay? That's just like a little bit of supplemental help. If you want one Kip-up and you're still stuck, the complete tutorial I have has exercises with pillows and stuff that you can do to help get that, okay? You got one. You can land decent. You land like here. Heck, you even land here, okay? So now you want to go back and forth. A lot of people can go back once or they hurt themselves when they go back once. It's like a problem. So when you jump back, you're like, bah! Okay? And that's probably because of a few reasons that I'm going to point out here. So I land right here, and when I throw myself back, okay, I want to throw myself back onto my hands. Okay, so to understand this, lay on your back, have your palms facing in the air. When you jump back, they're going to come over you, they're going to land, and your fingers are going to be pointing down your body. So watch my fingers. Up, back, up, back. And you want your hands to catch first, okay? That's another thing. You want your hands to catch first to initiate the deceleration of your body coming back down, okay? Watch carefully. Now probably the most just looked over thing is the absorption of the shock. If you do it wrong, first of all, it's going to hurt. Second of all, it's not going to make your move efficient and you're going to run out of energy really quickly. So watch my legs. As I jump back into that Kip-up, when I jump back into the Kip-up position from my feet, notice my legs, my hips, everything kind of crunching in as my hands grab. Okay? My hands grab, everything crunches in like a spring, okay? That force of the ground going to my hands isn't just boom, static on the hand and that's where it stops. It goes throughout my body and my body crunches to help de-accelerate everything and help it be evened out, okay? The force is like evened out. Sorry for using like bro terms. Where I think a lot of people go wrong is they'll try and jump right back and just use their arms to absorb the shock. If you do this, you're gonna have to deal with a lot more. You're gonna feel a lot heavier. If you use everything to come back in, time it out, then it's gonna feel a lot lighter. And not only that, you create a greater muscle force when you rebound rather than being static and then jumping. So like, take just straight up jumping, for example. If you squat like this, wait, and then try to jump, you're going to produce less force than if you went like this, like that, and jumped. That's another tip. Right when you complete your deceleration and everything crunches in, that's when you continue your next one. To keep the force, to keep the power efficient, and keep that tempo back and forth, okay? And going back and going forward, you want to follow that same arch, okay? So you're following that same exact imaginary arch back and forth, okay? It's a tempo thing. Some additional tips that might help, okay? It might help with the fear of doing this move because this is scary, alright? Is because you're jumping backwards and you're laying on your back. you want to keep your head, right? You want to keep your head not straight in line with this, but when you come up to here, when you jump back, you don't want to look back like this. Don't throw your head back, because that's not how you want to go about doing this move. For this move, for the continuous Kip-Ups, for rubber bands, when you throw backwards, keep your head at like about a little bit bent, 45-degree angle. You don't have to go like this, because this is going to choke you, okay? So just a little bit bent. Another tip is just overall the whole thing is you want to think about the zone of impact, like the force zone on the upper shoulder blades where you're the strongest, okay? It's going to be a little bit different for everybody, but it's where you feel the most comfortable landing on your back. You don't really want to think of it on your like neck or the back of your head, especially the back of your head, because you don't want to cause brain damage, all right? So you want to land on your shoulder blades and absorb the shock. And you want the force of going back and forth to be no more than me just going like jumping up and down like doing jumps or squats. That's all the force should be. It shouldn't be like bap on your head and bap on the thing. Alright, so let's do a full recap of the whole thing, okay? So what you want to do, start down on the ground on those upper shoulders, with most of your mass focused on the upper back, and then also on your hands. So you're going to kip up, like in my full tutorial. Follow that imaginary arch, land on your heels and your toes, so feet basically flat, and then bring your upper body up, and that continuous motion, that's absorbing it on the way up, okay? You're absorbing everything on the way up with your legs, and then your upper body kind of crunching over, and then you're going to jump back through that imaginary arch, but you're going to keep your head, you're not going to throw your head backwards, you're going to keep your head slightly forward, alright? About like 45 degrees, you know, maybe a little less, maybe a little more, whatever's comfortable for you. When you come back, you want to have your fingers facing down your body, okay? And your palms always up and over, alright? So you don't really need the bridge stretch to get this move, but the bridge stretch will help with that additional shoulder flexibility for throwing your arms behind your head so that your palms can touch the ground before your upper back does. That's where it really helps. So then you touch those palms to the ground first, and you start absorbing everything with your arms and then the rest of your body, okay? When your shoulders touch, your legs are coming in, your body's kind of crunching, it's absorbing all that shock, everything, it's going to feel really smooth when you get this down. And then when you reach that point of zero where you can't really absorb anymore, or where you feel like you're done, you're like, I'm done absorbing, you don't have to crunch all the way in like an egg or something, or you know, the fetal position. You just go to where it's comfortable, rebound that force, okay? You're going to explode everything back up, and then come back to those feet, and then follow that imaginary arch, bring your upper body up, just like the first one, and then back, forth. Think of it as a continuous motion, alright? Believe in yourself, have confidence. You guys got this, okay? So, thanks for watching, everybody. I'm going to be doing weekly videos. I'm doing weekly videos, so subscribe. More detailed tutorials coming out, reels, all types of stuff coming out. Alright, so subscribe. Thanks for watching, everybody. Peace. Have a good one. Woo!